Olisa did not go to school because his parents could not afford to send him to school. So Olisa went to town early in life. On getting to the city, Olisa started working, and along the line started an evening class, enrolled in school, did his JAMB, went part-time and studied. Olisa got a good job. From there, he became useful to himself and the society at large. Now, here is another person, Deborah. Deborah had the similar background, but on getting to the city, Deborah decided to start doing something else. Not getting serious with life, living from one apartment to the other, moving from one relationship to the other. Now Deborah is 35 years. Deborah decided to go to church to pray for God for blessings, that she will find a good husband. Now along the line, Olisa came across Deborah, fell in love, and they got married. What do you think will happen to such kind of marriage? Now I was speaking with my partner some few days ago, and I said, hey, based on my experience and how far I've gone in life, I think the best solution is that let those who worked hard to build a name for themselves look for similar people who worked hard as well to build a name for themselves. You see, oftentimes in the clan where we came from, marriage out of love is one of the self-denial we put ourselves through. Now, I'm not saying love doesn't exist. I'm not saying you shouldn't marry out of love. But there are some indices we need to tick to be able to arrive at the point of love. Because love should be the last resort. But before we get to love, there should have been some indices. I've made similar mistakes. Yes, I failed in my first marriage. Yeah, I failed because I hoped and believed in love. Now, the truth of the matter is, if you as a person is not the right person in terms of you've not put in the work that is needed in yourself to build yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially, don't put that as one of the things you look out for in a life partner. What you should be looking out for in your indices should be who you are. You didn't go to school, you should put it there. I'm looking for who didn't go to school. You are not financially stable, you should look for somebody also who is not financially stable, you start building with. You are emotionally battered, you put it there. I'm looking for who also is in my shoes that we can be able to start working on ourselves. But you see, but when you pick yourselves the way you are, probably maybe incomplete, there are a lot of gaps, and you decide to repackage it from the surface and close up those things, and you start having a bogus checklist you are going to tick in order for you to meet the right life partner. Lucky enough, you will get the right partner based on your expectation. But the question is, when that person comes in, it's going to take a whole lot of hard work, disagreement, and eventual maybe dissolution if time is not taken. So most times, when you look at the foundation of most union, most relationship, the foundation is always not looking good. There's always one partner who is working twice as hard to be a better person to him or herself and to the society at large. And there's one other partner who is just basically praying and fasting and hoping that there will be a miracle, that somebody from somewhere will drop from the sky, or if he's going to meet Prince Charming or Princess that will be able to rescue him or her from the situation they are in. So the question is, if you are not the right person financially, emotionally, physically, you should not, to me, this is the best advice, don't look for somebody who has worked so hard on themselves to get to a certain level as a life partner. You are going to mess them up. Stick to who you are. Stick to somebody that fits your exact productivity or exact work you've put into yourself. That is the best way, so that you guys can be able to build together and give credit to yourself when you're able to come out of it. Cheers. My name is NJK.